How goes the family? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Happy Friday. We made it through another week. It's all good in the neighborhood. I'm excited about the weekend, and we're going to keep making things happen. We're going to keep going and all that good stuff. And thank you guys last night for all the Cash Apps and the PayPal donations on the channel. It's greatly appreciated. I always put it towards the YouTube channel. We're going live here in a couple of minutes, but I definitely had to get my word of the day in, because I always got to end my week. I like to start my week off on a positive note. I like to end my week off on a positive note. So today's word of the day is empire, which stands for an extensive group of states or countries under a single supreme authority, formally, especially an emperor or empress. Now, empress. Now, when it boils down to it, we all create our own empire, whether we believe it or not. Like if you're whether you're the king or the queen of your castle and whatnot, when you step into those doors, you're supposed to, no matter what, you can live in a trailer, you can live in an apartment, you can live in a single family house, townhouse, whatever have you, condo. When you step into those doors, you're supposed to feel like you're in not only a safe, clean environment, but you want to be in a productive environment all at the same time. Because most people, when it comes to being productive, they only think of being productive at their job, being productive with their significant other, and being productive with their kids. Is there anything wrong with that? Absolutely not. Because those things have to come first, because those are what keeps us sustainable, one, and then two, those are the things that matter the most in life as well, okay? So, but I think we should have our own empires when it comes to our health. I think we should have more empires when it comes to how we utilize our money. Not only when it comes to living off of our money, but when it comes to investing our money. And great example. I'm contributing to my empire because I'm signing up with I signed up today with a stock market course. I want to get more inquisitive and intuitive when it comes to how I can, and intelligent when it comes to how I invest in the stock market and whatnot. I want to become a little bit more aggressive so that I can increase the performance of the stocks that I purchase and whatnot, and understand not only I understand the basics, but understand the the ins and outs of trading and options and things of that nature, so that I can have more of a profit at the end of the day and whatnot, and have another stream of income. Okay, so that, to me, that contributes to my empire. Just like when I get the orders on my online store, when I get the donations on the Cash Apps and the PayPals, that I contribute that money back to my empire. And it's not just gonna sit in my bank and let me look at it and go, ooh, ah, and all that other nonsense. So it's not gonna go into some overpriced tennis shoes like Jordans so I can go, ooh, ah. That's not how I roll. Okay, so whatever you can do, moral of the story, whatever you can do to contribute to your empire on a regular basis, I suggest you do that at least once a day. I try to do it myself 4 or 5 times a day, but I would, implore everyone to do it at least once a day from mental and the physical, so that they can have a better and sustainable lifestyle. All right. Now, I have not quoted from Sun Tzu, The Art of War, which I've read a couple of times, and I will probably read a couple more times. One of my favorite books by Sun Tzu. And it stated, and I quote, "All warfare is based on deception. Hence, when we are able to attack, we must seem unable. When using our forces, we must appear inactive. When we are near, we must make the enemy believe we are far away. When far away, we must make him believe we are near." Sun Tzu, The Art of War. And that is very deep and it's very heavy and whatnot, because when you're in anything in life, there's some sort of warfare going on. Now, I'm not talking about like the military going after another military and whatnot, or thugs or things of that nature. No, and I'm talking about when you're in a corporate boardroom. It's a form of warfare. When you are competing for the best customer, to get the customers with your products that you're selling and whatnot, or anything that you're selling, even when you're selling yourself in an interview and whatnot, because that's essentially what an interview is. It's a form of warfare, verbal combat. Okay, not to where people are insulting one another, because I've seen how those can go to the to the wayside. But it's a form of combat of intellectual people that want to buy your product, but they need the necessary information to ensure that not only they get it in an efficient manner, but they want to make sure that the customer service is on par, and they want to ensure that they're not getting scammed. The same thing when a program manager interviews somebody. A lot of times when it comes to interviews, it's not usually one, it's usually 2 to 3 interviews, because they want to ensure that not only they know who you are as what you can bring to the office or the job, whatever, from a skill standpoint. And that could be blue collar, that could be white collar jobs, doesn't matter. But they want to ensure that you're going to want to stay with the organization for a decent amount of time so that you can not only build a strong foundation. Now, bear in mind, nowadays, most people are not going to stay at one spot anymore. And I mean, that's becoming unheard of. Before the pandemic, not so much during the pandemic, but I think after the pandemic, I think that a lot more people will go back to I'm only going to be here for a year or two or three, and then I'm gonna go someplace else so I can make more money. Because that's usually the game when it comes to a lot of jobs in the job market period. I have to bounce around from company to company. That's why it behooves everyone to become very financially literate. So because if you're going to do that, then even if you have a 401k that you're going to roll over, which is the retirement, but you have your own separate individual retirement account or whatever works for you, obviously, and you consult your financial professional, because I'm not it, to ensure that you're contributing to that when you're bouncing around from job to job and you're climbing the ladder from a payment, a salary standpoint, that your income goes up. I get it. Play the game. Because the old saying is, my favorite wrestler, Booker T, don't hate the player, hate the game. And rest in peace to one of my favorite wrestlers as a kid, Tiny Zeus Lester, passed away yesterday, unfortunately. I think I'm going to make a video about him and his career tomorrow night. Definitely, first time I saw him, I knew him as Zeus, the wrestler, or WWF, which is now WWE. And then, saw him throughout a variety of movies, and he's always been best known for, Friday, the movie, playing Debo or whatnot. So, but anyways, but that's how I look at it. You're always in a constant state of warfare, even when heck now, look at the real estate market as warfare in the sense right now, because you have so many people, lack of inventory, and so many people looking for houses, or so many people refinancing their houses, that, I mean, heck, I've been going through my refinance about almost 3 months right now, because so many people are doing it, because the interest rates have been so freaking low. But with that being said, a lot of houses are selling way overpriced now because you have so many people bidding, and it's a seller's market. It's like if I wanted to sell my house right now, it would go to the highest bidder. If you sold your house, especially if you have a single family house nowadays, it's going to go like that to the highest bidder. But anyways, on that note, do me a great 3 free things: like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully I'll see you guys in 15 minutes. We're going to be going live with the great travel agents, Monica Gordon and Crystal Brown. Can't wait to talk to them and get their perspective on the current state of the travel industry and and how the travel industry is really going to be affected once the pandemic is over with. All right. So on that note, have a great day. Have a great weekend. Continuously make money moves. And I'll see you guys later. Take care.